Chapter 227, Noland, the Liar. Noland? Noland. It's like Roland, but Noland. Hachi's Walk on the Seafloor, Volume 39. The Catfish Village repays their debt. Got some very happy catfish repairing the ship. All right, hey. The takoyaki are building. Maybe they built that. This is the takoyaki. That's cool. Hachi's got a good thing going now. Maybe we'll get it in a flashback, but as of now, it looks like Luffy and company did escape. And they successfully ran away anyway. And we got Usopp and Zolo trying to repair the ship as they go. Maybe he's still off in the distance. They're like, geez. Because we see Woohoo guy say, that darned orangutan, woohoo. He almost wrecked the ship. Yeah, it really is in bad shape. Maybe it's time we get a new one. All right, so they got away somehow. Maybe they'll show how maybe it was more than running away. Maybe it was just running away. I don't know. That's okay, though. I had enough of that. Anyway, don't worry, Usopp. The Mary Goes, part of the crew. She'll be as good as new once we fixed her up. Luffy's got a hammer, too. Everyone's pitching in. You got a big heart, Luffy. So we have a little map showing us. Okay, so they sailed from Mocktown north and then to the east and back around to the eastern coast of Jaya. This is the place on the map. This is where we'll find, what was his name? Mont Blanc Cricket. Yes, so I should mention, I got his full name last time, and then they were talking about a guy named Cricket at the end of the chapter in the last chapter, and in the moment, I didn't remember the name Cricket, the same guy that Bellamy's coming after. So this should get interesting. The man who talks of big dreams lives here. And they're like, wow. And it's this giant palace-looking place. That's his house. He must be loaded. Zolo's like, look more closely, fool. Sanji, a man of big dreams, and well, certainly likes to create an illusion. Shoppers like illusion. Hey, it's only plywood, because this palace is just a facade, like at a theme park or something. And behind the facade, you see the size of the actual house, which is a pretty normal size house. There's only half a house. The rest is fake. What a cheapskate. What kind of dreams was he talking about that they kicked him out of town for? Apparently, according to Robin, and I also realized the woman they were talking about, where they heard this of this hoard of gold, was Robin, who had bewitched them or whatever. But she's like, I don't know all the details, but apparently he claims there's a huge hoard of gold somewhere on Jaya. Usopp, gold? Is it lost pirate treasure? Let's see, dig, chopper, find the gold. And he starts digging right there. Yeah, that's gonna work. Luffy just walking straight in. Hello, anyone home? Nobody's here. He's not here. There's a storybook. Noland the Liar. That's a catchy title. Sanji's familiar with the book. It's published in the North Blue. Okay, we find out Sanji was born in the North Blue. Oh, and we get the tale. This is a tale from long ago. More than 400 years ago. In a land in the North Sea, there lived a man named Mont Blanc Noland. Noland was an explorer, but his stories of adventure were so amazing that nobody believed them. The villagers didn't know whether they were true or just made up. It's kind of looking like, I don't know why, it just looks like Frosty the Snowman or something. Not that anyone looks like him, but the drawing here, that's what it made me think of for some reason. I guess because everything's so round-ish. One day, Noland returned from his travels and reported to the king, I found a mountain of gold on an island in the vast sea. The brave king took 2,000 soldiers, is that brave? And went with Noland to verify his claim. They set sail upon the great ocean. They were buffeted by tempests and attacked by sea monsters. The art style here is really cool. For the story, I like it a lot. By the time they reached the island, only the king, Noland, and 100 soldiers remained. Not the most successful trip. But instead of finding a mountain of gold, there was only a jungle. Nolan was sentenced to death for lying. Before he died, his last words were, "I know the mountain of gold must have sunk into the sea." The king and the others were flabbergasted. No one believed him anymore, but he stuck to his lies to the very end. Noland, the Liar, a North Sea folktale. Back in Mocktown, they're talking about him. Montblanc Cricket is a descendant of Montblanc Noland? ? I heard that tale a lot as a kid. This is Bellamy and Sarkis talking. Everybody in the North Blue knows the story of Nolan the Liar, and we're all from the North. So Bellamy and his pirates are also from the North. The grown-ups always said that if I told lies, I'd end up like Noland. Ha 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 ha. This is getting more and more interesting. And the story took place on Jaya. Imagine that. And now a descendant of Nolan the Liar is searching for gold on this island 400 years later. So they're all laughing about it. They're laughing at him for trying to make, clear his family name. Well, that suggests to me they don't believe it. Obviously, it's kind of a dream. We'll see. Does Bellamy kind of go for it anyway? That would be like the way to defeat him. Be like, look, you followed your dream after all, idiot. And then collapse in a pile of contradiction. Right now he'll just be like, well, this is the exception for me. That's how people would do that, right? Anyway, died without ever becoming a brave warrior of the sea. We're back. Nami and Usopp are talking. Why are you looking at me when you say that? Usopp says, and stop adding your own commentary. Luffy just jumps into the ocean, I think. Nami's like, Luffy fell into the ocean. What are you doing? Splash. Who are you? Montblanc Cricket arises. Last boss. The Monkey Mountain Allied Force. You've got guts making yourself at home on someone else's property. The waters around here belong to me. Sanji's like, Usopp saved Luffy. Oh, maybe he tossed Luffy into the ocean. That would make sense. You're after the gold, aren't you? Then die. And he attacks Sanji, who dodges. Sanji looks really cool when he fights, I have to say. Looks like he gets hit here, yeah, but he's doing a good job so far. Oh, Cricket pulls out a gun. Sanji, I'm alright, he missed. Fool, you underestimated him. And now Zolo is joining the fray. Huh? Clunk, the gun falls down. I don't know yet. What were you thinking? It looks like Usopp saved Luffy. And he says, I saw bubbles in the water, and then a chestnut came up out of the water, but the chestnut turned out to be a guy, and he pulled me into the water. He's down. Cricket appears to be down too. I don't know what happened. Get me a cold towel and open all the windows. The Benz, he's sick. Oh, okay. So he came up too quick or something. Got oxygen or nitrogen or whatever bubbles in his blood. Oh, here we go. They're going to explain it. When a diver comes up out of the deep water too quickly, the sudden decompression causes air bubbles to form in the blood and tissues. These bubbles expand and cause problems. Diving too much. I don't know, but it's very dangerous. In some cases, the bends can be fatal. So they got a picture of the two monkey guys and this guy together here at the end. Oh, is that? Oh, it's hanging on the wall and they haven't seen it yet. So he's buddies with the Salvager brothers. Perhaps more. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of the chapter. Pretty cool. Let's see where it goes in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.